Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, back on the range today. Never mind the shooting, there's a pistol match going on a couple bays down. But we are going to set up because we're going to shoot a second take with the Barnes 127 grain LRX in my 6.5 PRC. So let's see if I got it put together right this time, and we'll see what happens. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, so we've got our target here, and I am back down to the small 3/8 inch dots. This is going to be take two with the Barnes 127 grain LRX. We're going to start at 53.8 grains, where we started actually getting a group last time. Then we're going to shoot 54.2, 54.6, which is the max load, and I think that's where we stopped at 54.6, I think, or somewhere in there. I think we went 54.4 maybe. I'll have to double check. And then we're going to go 0.2 of a grain over max and see what we get. Also, we had the issue last time out where we had 7 rounds that would not chamber because the bullet diameter was too big. So for this batch, I measured every bullet. So hopefully we don't have any issue. Let me finish getting the target cam set up. We're going to hump on back and get the shooting, get this knocked out real quick, because I noticed as I was setting up, since I just got back from Hawaii, my microphone is low on battery. So we're going to do this real quick. We'll bring it back at the bench. Okay, and real quick, once again for new viewers, this is my Howa 1500 that I bought as a barreled action from Brownells for $480. I stuck in an Oryx, an MDT Oryx chassis. Have a Harris bipod, Vortex Viper PST, and it's a an MRAD scope. Got a level, and the only thing I need to do is I need to grab my chronograph and get that set up. Had to do double time there because as I got halfway back from the target, the battery on the target camera up and died. So give me a second to get the chronograph set up, and we'll get to shooting and get this knocked out real quick, because even though it is almost May, it is a cold, damp, drizzly day. Yesterday for the pistol match, it was cold and rainy. So the people shooting the match today only have drizzle to deal with. So very, very unusual weather for Southern California. We'll bring y'all back a second. Okay, we've got a hot battery downrange. Got the chronograph set up. I changed the screen to black screen rather than white screen. So hopefully y'all will be able to see the printout at the end. Quick shot of accuracy juice. And we are loaded with 53.8 grains of H4831 SC in the 6.5 PRC. And real quick, since I was on the road and traveling, I'm going to take a couple of quick dry fires and we're going to get right into it. Okay, and let's see, real quick, once again, the trigger on this gun is factory set at 3.5 pounds, and that's where I'm leaving it. My 6 Creedmoor I have dialed down to 2 pounds, and I'm probably going to go a little bit lower. So this will be starting with 53.8 grains H4831 SC, pushing the Barnes 127 grain LRX. We're going to start on the left-hand dot. Here we go. $27.89. $28.07. $28.13. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but you can see my breath. Hard to believe it's the end of April. $28.04. $28.11. Everything's looking good there. Also, this is loaded in Norma brass with Winchester large rifle primers. Our 5-shot average was 28.05.3 with an extreme spread of 23.6 and a standard deviation of 8.5. Okay, we'll be continuing on. This will be 54.2 grains of H4831. Get a shot of coffee. I had to go double check my camera there because the screen went dark, so I didn't know if I was my microphone was still transmitting. Good filling station coffee. And TD Johnsky. There is a brewer or roaster, coffee roaster in town that does specialty work. We're going to see if we can make something happen there. Okay, this will be 54.2 grains, and we're going to shoot this on the second dot from the left. Okay, 54.2. $28.20. That one went way high. We'll see where the next one goes, because that first shot I may have gotten a little over rambunctious on the trigger. 28.17. That felt like a short stroke. 1, 2, 3. $28.73. 28.15. That was a huge jump on that one. $28.46. That one gave us an average, 5-shot average of 28.34.6, extreme spread of 58.5, and a standard deviation of 22.4. Looking at that group, maybe that first high shot wasn't me. I have to double check. I know 53.8 is one of the, I think was one of the powder charges we tested previously. 54.2 I think is not, and that is an ugly group. But we'll reload the magazine and we'll move on to the max load of 54.6. Bring you right back. Okay, well, I gave a moment for the barrel to cool down. It's a nice cool morning, so it didn't take long. We're going to move on to the max load of 54.6 grains of H4831, pushing the Barnes 127 grain LRX. First group shot looks like about 1 inch-ish. Second group, no volley. Yeah, I mean, it got big. We'll see what the max load does, because as I recall, the last group we tested, or last load we tested with the 127, I had 3 touching, and then I, had a flyer, which I'm pretty sure was me jerking the trigger. But we'll see what the max load does here, and then we're going to go beyond max. Okay. This will be on the third dot, the one labeled 54.6 max. And yes, for those who want to comment, yes, I know the table moves before I shoot. The table moves after I shoot, but at the moment that the trigger breaks, the table's not moving. $28.40. $28.12. You know what I really hate? I hate when you blink just as the trigger breaks, whether you're shooting a rifle or a pistol. $28.52. I don't see that third shot unless if it's in the line underneath the take 2. Y'all saw it, I think. 2839.6. Yeah, I didn't have my head down in the scope. I was looking at the chronograph. Okay, so that was not me jerking the trigger. That, I don't know if you noticed, when I closed the bolt, it closed a little harder than normal. I think that was due to the round. 2901 on that one. Somebody else who had commented last time when I had the oversized rounds, they said that they were checking their camera, they were checking their bullets, and their ogive to base on the bullet was all over the place. This may have been one of those where the bearing surface was a little bit longer, and I may have actually been in jam and not getting jump. Anyways, that 5-shot average was 2849 with an extreme spread of 89.6, 2849.2 with an extreme spread of 89.6 and a standard deviation of 29.4. Yeah. No pressure signs on the brass, but that one did close hard, and that last shot went high and to the right. And now, before I fire this final group, which is going to be 2 grains over max, Barnes bullets are not winning me over for copper bullets in the 6.5 PRC. I'm pretty sure, yeah, nothing is loose, everything is good and tight. I am pretty sure I'm not the only one that has issues with the with the Barnes bullets, because I got a lot of comments from other people who said they had a lot of issues with Barnes bullets. And it was in a multitude of calibers. But with that being said, I am going to finish this string of this. Push comes to shove. Right now, it looks like 53.8 is at least a suitable hunting group. Gave us an okay group on the prior test. It looks like he gave us an okay group this time. I'm just not happy with the 1-inch group. Now, with all that being said, I did order some hammer bullets, which are some monolithic coppers. So those should be here soon, and I will process up a bunch of brass, and we'll try again with some monolithic coppers. So, last group of the day, 54.8 grains of 4831, pardon me, H4831 SC. Going to shoot that on the right hand dot, and see what the heck happens. Okay. $28.55. Looks good. Brass looks good. 2837. $28.51. $28.41. Did that short stroke? Yes, that did. No good. 28.48. 5-shot average, 28.48, pardon me, 47.1. 28.47.1. Extreme spread 17.9. Standard deviation 6.6. In the group, again, yeah, no vale. It's not worth it. Yeah. Oh well. I gave the Barnes 127s a second try. Doesn't look like they're working out. Well, 53.8 might be suitable. We'll see when we measure it up. Let me go downrange, recover that target, and we'll measure it up. Well, on the plus side, I made enough ammo to shoot 5 rounds, and we were able to cycle 5 rounds for each loading. The only one that gave us issue was the last round on the 54.6, and I think it'll show up in the video, but it was a little hard to close that bolt. Harder than the others. So I don't know if because I didn't measure the length of the bearing surface on these, which, like I said, one viewer commented that he measured his and they were all over the map. So that could be part of the issue too. I don't know if it's a quality control thing or what. Well, we got a first-hand look at the target here. So 53.8 gave us the best group there. 54.2, I thought I jerked the trigger, but I don't think I did. In hindsight here. That was that last shot, the one that chambered up a little bit tight. And 0.2 of a grain over max. Went huge. That's going to be like 1.7 inches maybe. Huge. Yeah. My rifle does not like the 127 grain Barnes. Let's go back and measure that. Alrighty. Well, 53.8, 5-shot group came out 1.01 inches. Can't get much closer to 1 inch. That is barely a suitable hunting group. 54.2 gave us a 1.65 inch group. 54.6 gave us a 1.86 inch group because of that last shot. Let's see what it would have given us without that last shot. That would have given us a 0.96 without that shot, but it's a 1.86. And 54.8, 0.2 of a grain over max, also gave us a 1.86 inch group. Yeah, not very pleased with those copper bullets. So hopefully the hammer bullets come in soon and we can give those a try. And now I want to see if the black screen shows up any better. That's our last 5 shots shown 28.48.9 for a 5-shot average, 17.9 extreme spread, and a 6.6 standard deviation. Alrighty, y'all. My displeasure with copper bullets continues. The 130 grainers I couldn't get to shoot. I still have some, so I'll load them a little faster and see if they work any better. But the 127s, 53.8 would, like I said, just barely be a suitable hunting load for my rifle. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing almost 2-inch groups out of this rifle. Very disheartening. But hopefully the hammer bullets come in soon and we'll be able to give those a try and see if they're all they're cracked up to be. They're monolithic, so I don't know if they're turned on a lathe or how they're made, but we'll find out soon enough. Appreciate you hanging with me again today. I really do appreciate it. As always, remember, stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. Constitutional carry state, get a CCW anyways. You may travel. Not everyone recognizes constitutional carry. Some places don't even recognize CCW, and other places still make you, even though you're licensed to carry, still make you jump through hoops. Shouldn't be that way though. So, again, as always, thanks for hanging with me. There's a link to some Halfmilesniper merch down below in the description. There's a link to my Sunway Photo affiliate channel, or affiliate sponsor to the channel. Running my second camera on the my Sunway Photo tripod today. Check them out. Got lots of gear if you need it. And hopefully we'll have a new coffee cup or an accuracy juice cup in the merchandise link, and working on a little something else too. So appreciate y'all hanging with me. Thank you so much. As always, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.